let me take your time with us here. Special good morning to those of you listening to Classic Radio, 105.5, 105.9 on the FM dial. Those of you viewing GBN TV, whatever you viewing Channel 7, Channel 11, Channel 20, good morning and welcome to another edition of To The Point. Today being Friday, it's the 21st day of November 2025. And this morning with us we have representing, should I still say the movement?
The next gen.
The next gen. No, well, I'm talking in terms of who's representing on the program this morning. We're talking to the movement this morning.
We are.
And you are inclusive or part of the movement.
That's correct.
All right. And I'm going to certainly introduce you as, of course, let me not butcher your name. I'm sometimes accused of butchering names.
Take your time.
You is Radha McDonald.
That's correct.
All right. Good morning to you, Radha. How are you doing this morning?
I am in high favor and mood this morning.
All right. Nice to have you.
Yes.
All right. We're going to certainly introduce my second guest shortly. Just going to get a little of the logistics sorted out and, of course, get into the conversation as we should this morning. The reason why I asked if I should, because we now know that the party is officially launched as a party.
It has.
All right. So should I still refer to it as the movement?
So we have officially launched under the name of DPM.
DPM.
Yes, it is the Democratic People Movement.
Democratic People Movement.
Yes.
All right. But we can still say the movement if we wish to.
Of course, for sure.
All right. We also do have representing on today's program, we have Mr. Andy Best, and of course he's via a remote location. I'm not sure if Mr. Best wants to chime in with us for a second, say good morning, and once we get the necessary, of course, logistics sorted. Mr. Best, are you there with us this morning? All right. Well, as soon as we get ourselves, of course, sorted with Mr. Best, we certainly get back to him.
Sure.
So let's say good morning to Radha once again, Ms. McDonald. Thanks for being on today's edition of To The Point.
It's a pleasure.
It's certainly a pleasure to have you here also. You mentioned in the intro of course, that next gen. Mm-hmm. All right. Which would refer to as that younger side of things in the world today, as it's referred to, is the modern way of saying young people.
Yeah,
it's the modern way of saying young people. We'll say next gen.
Yeah.
Tell me, the movement as a core body right now, as it is officially launched, was it last Sunday?
As the 16th of November.
The 16th of November, mm-hmm. is now officially a political organization.
It is.
If I'm right to say it in that particular way.
Yeah.
And you here representing the younger side of the movement.
Yes.
How does it feel for you associated with the movement on the younger side of things?
It is a great privilege to be a part of an organization that is dedicating its sole dynamics towards the youths.
Yes.
Being able to create a voice for those that are on board with creating the change that our Grenada needs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, tell me, the movement as an institution as it is, mm-hmm. why have you chosen to associate?
So there are great values within the DPM
yes.
that aligns with me, namely for the elderly, great literacy programs, getting back Grenada to what it used to be in the past, a sense of togetherness,
yeah.
and a lot more great things that they introduce.
Okay,
yes.
Great. Now, I think, of course, Mr. Best has probably got himself all settled in, so let's give him the opportunity to introduce himself this morning. Mr. Best, good morning and welcome. Good morning to you, Mr. Best. Are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning. And welcome to The Point this morning. And how are you doing, sir? Good morning and once again. I think we have lost him there just a wee bit. If you are hearing me, sir, let me say good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thanks for having me this morning.
All right. Okay, we seem to be having a little bit of connection issues in terms of Mr. Bez this morning. Hope we get that sorted out shortly and able to have this conversation rolling off smoothly. If you were able to hear me, Mr. Bez, I want to ask you, of course, Give me a little bit of course, about your background as we get a bit of a platform before we go through the conversation this morning.
Well, let me first of all make sure that you hear me clearly.
Loud and clear. Go right ahead, please. We are hearing you loud and clear.
Wonderful. Well, my background has been built on service. The Adventist Christian. Are you there with me?
Yeah, we here. We're listening. We're having a little bit of challenge with the connection this morning. For some reason, it's a bit challenging with the connection, but we're hearing you. Go right ahead, please.
Okay. So I would have worked as a teacher, as a tax officer. I run my own driving school. And I've dedicated practically all my life in youth service within the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, and of course, I am very involved in community activities.
Okay,
so
great. That's kind of bit of it in a nutshell, if you could say that. No, you have decided to be part of the movement. Give us your reason or reasons why you have decided to support the movement, sir.
I decided to support the movement because I am a purpose-driven individual. And I believe in servant and what I have understood the plans and the policies and projection of the movement to be, it definitely aligns with my philosophies, my visions, and the way forward for Grenada. Now, if you notice, the policies of everything is inclusive. Look at the 5 rays of the sun, which represents the 7 rays, which represents the 7 parish of Grenada.
Mr. Best, just one sec. We may have lost your video connection there just a wee bit. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, you're back. You're back with us this morning, yeah. So you're good to go again.
Yes, so
all right, we seem to be experiencing a bit of a challenge there in terms of the connection this morning with Mr. Best. And of course, Mr. Best, I would like you to just pause for a wee bit. Let us take a break. And when we come back, hope we can have this problem rectified. That, of course, ease that bit of a losing connection you hear from time to time. Let's take a short break and we're coming right back. So with us, folks, to the Point Classic Radio GBN TV. We'll be right back after the break. Don't touch it up. Yep.
Invest with confidence.
Come one, come all, it's your time to rise. A new chance to make your future bright. You can start with 500, you see, and watch your money grow securely. Go more, saving small and put it long. Now you can invest and feel strong. Safe returns you can trust. ECCU retail bond. For all of us, invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got. Invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got.
For more information, visit ECCURetailBond.com. Opportunity ends in 21st November 2025.
This Christmas, GBN is lighting up Grenada. From November the 10th to December the 24th, your festive season starts right here with GBN's Christmas Catalog 2025. Start your mornings with Mid-Morning Magic. Weekdays 10 to 12, live fun, giveaways, and Christmas cheer every day. On Friday, December the 5th, the school's Christmas Challenge lights up the Trade Center. 15 schools, 1 trophy, and the voices filled with holiday joy. Then on Saturday, December the 20th, it's Christmas in Kamahan. Live music, food, shopping, toy giveaway, and the grand tree lighting ceremony. And on Monday, December the 22nd, join GBN's Caroling in the City, spreading Christmas cheer all through St. George's. Every Sunday from 5 to 7, enjoy Yuletide Sundays with classic Christmas tunes and prices galore. And from December the 1st, K105's Lights of Christmas. Guess that hidden cash and win. So whether you're singing, shopping, or celebrating, do it with GBN, connecting with you this Christmas. Our partners making it possible: Flow, Ace Hardware, Foodland Supermarket, Grenada Duty Free, Answer Coating, Banfields, and Koyaba Beach Resort. GBN's Christmas Catalog, connecting you this season. Once again, welcome back, listeners and viewers. It's To The Point, Classic Radio GBN TV. Today being Friday, the 21st day of November. Once again, welcome back to the program this morning here. We certainly will be going back, of course, to Mr. Andy Best this morning as we continue with our conversation. Certainly hope our connection-wise is a bit more stable in this segment as we continue the conversation. Mr. Best, good morning to you once again, and welcome back.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right. I want to get into a bit of the meat of the conversation with us this morning once again. Now, the movement as it speaks a lot of the new generation or the next gen per se. Talk to me about the services that the movement, of course, will be going after a whole lot, and especially in sort of getting that of course positive feedback, especially from young people. Speak to me in relation to that, sir. Did you get that, Mr. Best?
Please, with what?
Okay, I think we still having that bit of a connection problem there, just a wee bit. May I go across, of course, to Radha this morning and continue for a wee bit until we can get that connection problem with Mr. Best sorted out a wee bit.
Yes.
Talk to me about the next gen. What does next gen means for the movement?
So the next gen, we are the core part of the movement body.
Yeah.
The next gen is not just an arm of the DPM. Mm-hmm. It is the organ within it. So we, the next gen, enjoy being identified as the brain of the movement.
Yeah.
Great. So we are the ones who are seated at tables. We're not just at the door. We take pride in creating, contributing, leading, and shaping ideas. So we do make informed decision, and also
is it going along with a level of inclusiveness in terms of the younger generation being part of the of course the DPM?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're the ones who are actually helping build the future from inside.
From inside.
Yes.
And what are some of those values that you of course you stand for as a younger generation between the DPM?
Some of our core values would be for a sense of togetherness.
Yes.
That's one of the main things. Getting all generations on board, not only the youths. We're here to also join forces with the elders, those that are more experienced, because we do need wisdom when it comes to leadership.
So true.
So that's one of the area that we are strongly working towards. has.
Connecting with young people is in today's times is important.
It is.
Of course, if you look at the generation today, especially within Grenada, the younger individuals dominate a whole lot in all sectors of life, business, whatever. Of course, you go, so young people dominate a whole lot.
All right.
Now, the movement as an organization, of course, I'm assuming that young people is going to be part of its core values.
Yes.
In terms of the overall organization, even though the leadership may be of a certain particular or level in their life, how do they plan on going about getting that interest base from young people per se?
Can you break it down a bit more simple?
When I say getting the interest, going after the young people in terms of bringing your message across, what are the ways and means in which you want to plan on getting your message?
So we do engage in touch-based initiatives. So we go out into communities, we visit those that are close within our villages. Not too long ago, I had the opportunity to go into the community of Belmont, Monlong. That should have been. And whilst there, we were able to hear a lot from the young men that were there, some of the initiatives that they themselves were willing to come on board with, connecting with the elderly, because it is a environment that is mixed with both young and old. So from that alone, we were able to get a lot of information that they will like to have addressed.
All right.
Yes.
Tell me, what has some of that feedback been like? Especially, you said you've been into particular, of course, constituencies, speaking to the young men and so forth. What has the feedback been, for you and the organization, especially when you hear of the needs and wants of these young people that they think should be addressed?
Okay, so one of the things from that particular village would have been an issue of accessibility to healthcare. Yeah. So one of the young men that was there would have been Jeremy Hargley, and he was speaking about even offering lands to place a health care center, so that way the elderly persons who might not be able to go as far as Maribor or Grand Bars, they now would have the ability to enjoy the comfort of a community center within that village. And whilst being there, one of the things I noticed is the far drive that they would have to endure on a daily basis. And for those who do not have transportation, I'm thinking it's a tedious thing to go through every day. Kids having to walk that long distance is almost as the journey is from at least the ending of Birch Grove to over the hills. Yeah. That is how far it is. And I'm thinking better initiatives and different approach can be considered to assist.
When the next gen speak about building priorities, speak to me in relation to that.
Building priorities would be ideas that we do not get to bring to the forefront.
Yes.
So there are a lot of hidden talents. There are people who mightn't be as brave as myself to come forward and speak on certain issues. So this is the initiative of the next gen, to go into the places and meet people where they are, to start getting those things to the right rooms and to the right people.
I sometimes listen to the political leader speak a whole lot,
right? And
he speak a lot of unification, togetherness, especially from various sectors of the society. Not leaving out the inclusiveness of folks who may belong to other political organizations, and getting young people involved in this has always seemed to be a task for some reason or the other.
Yes.
If you may understand where I'm coming from, young people always have the tendency to believe, well, politics is not for us, or we may not have gotten to that level yet of wanting to participate in the political level of things.
Right.
We may talk to individuals and say how we feel and so forth, but that getting into the meat of the political thing, sometimes seems to what pushes the young people back because of what we may have heard or seen before. The movement as a new organization is seems to be wanting that inclusiveness of young people a whole lot.
Yes,
because that's where they seem to be the core value of this particular island is at. Getting the young people involved is something that may be of a task to a point. how is the movement seeing that, or getting those young people, to be part of that core values and voice that they want to throw out there?
I think from what Mr. Peter has already established, his goals, his vision, a lot of young people are currently on board.
Yeah.
As much as it may seem difficult, they are willingly participating in some of the forums that we hold, engagements, as I've mentioned, touch base programs. But I honestly believe that sometimes we speak of change and we do not actively become the change that
But are they understanding the agenda per se of the movement?
We are getting there in terms of getting them fully involved in the goals, the aspiration, the needs of what Next Gen is aiming for.
All right.
Yes.
Let's see if we could settle that connection issue with Mr. Best. I hope we could get him back inside on this segment. Mr. Best, you there with once again? I know it's a bit of a challenge this morning in terms of the connection, and of course, it sometimes throws you off a wee bit in terms of when we keep losing that connection from time to time. So, maybe if you could explain to me, sir, your major role within the movement, sir. Talk to me in relation to that.
At the moment, right.
And we having that issue once again.
Educated people understand what's the overall plan of the movement. Many persons are not.
All right, we certainly having a really bit of a challenge this morning. We certainly having that challenge with you, Mr. Best, this morning in terms of the stability of the connection. It's really, really, really poor this morning. I sometimes not even getting as much of a full word out of you this morning. So the connection is really, really, really poor. It's you're hearing me clearly, but something coming back to me seems to be of an issue. Maybe the problem stands on our side of things this morning, because it's really, really difficult hearing you. You probably hear me pretty well, but in terms of you responding, it seems to be a challenge really, really bad this morning. And it's not the kind of thing you want to throw to your listeners and viewers this morning. Let's try to take that break and come back and see what of course could be done in that. What about that once again? Let's take that break. We're coming right back. Don't touch it out.
This Christmas,
Invest with confidence.
Come one, come all, it's your time to rise. A new chance to make your future bright. You can start with 500 EC and watch your money grow securely. No more saving small and waiting long. Now you can invest and feel strong. Safe returns you can trust. ECCU retail bond for all of us. Invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got. Invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got.
For more information, visit ECCURetailBond.com. Opportunity ends in 21st November 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, November 22nd, from 7 p.m. is the semi-finals of the 15th edition of the Wagiti Carib Super Knockout Football Tournament. Come witness the clash of the Titans. Game 1, Caribbean National St. John Sports versus the defending champions, Paradise FC International. And in Game 2, Hurricanes SC versus FC Camahorn. Who will make it to the grand final? All games are at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Then after the games, we welcome from Jamaica, Amani. Amani. And from Grenada, Dash, Khalifa, Water Daddies, Booba, and the Octane Band. Admission $50 main stand, $40 bleachers. The 15th annual Wagiti Carib Super Knockout is on. Don't miss a game.
This holiday season, let the Monica Benoit Wonderland of Lights lead the way to Christmas at the Point. Starting November 30th, the Quarantine Point Recreational Park transforms into a glowing wonderland with dazzling light displays that are the true showstoppers of the season. Take a magical tuk-tuk tunnel ride through twinkling arches. Explore Santa's grotto, cozy up with a picnic blanket under the stars, and savor delicious eats from local vendors. Entry is just $5 for walk-ins, $10 per carload, and $20 for premium carload parking. Plus, grab a cozy picnic blanket for only $40 and enjoy the season in style. Special pricing applies for New Year's Eve. Visit our Instagram or Facebook pages at Rotary Club of Grenada Events for more details. It's holiday fun for the entire family every night from 5 p.m. till midnight, and it all supports the charitable work of the Rotary Club of Grenada. Christmas at the Point. When the sun sets, the wonder begins. Mark your calendars. It all begins November 30th.
This Christmas, GBN is lighting up Grenada. From November the 10th to December the 24th, your festive season starts right here with GBN's Christmas Catalog 2025. Start your mornings with Mid-Morning Magic. Weekdays 10 to 12, live fun, giveaways, and Christmas cheer every day. On Friday, December the 5th, the school's Christmas Challenge lights up the Trade Center. 15 schools, 1 trophy, and the voices filled with holiday joy. Then on Saturday, December the 20th, it's Christmas in Kamahan. Live music, food, shopping, toy giveaway, and the grand tree lighting ceremony. And on Monday, December the 22nd, join GBN's Caroling in the City, spreading Christmas cheer all through St. George's. Every Sunday from 5 to 7, enjoy the Utah Sundays with classic Christmas tunes and prices galore. And from December the 1st, K105's Lights of Christmas. Guess that hidden cash and win. So whether you're singing, shopping, or celebrating, do it with GBN, connecting with
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers. Of course, I'm going to say, just to make a mention to Mr. Best, due to the circumstances in terms of the connection issue that we're experiencing, it may not be likely so for us to continue with the, of course, the conversation we're having. It's really not, of course, proper for us to continue because you probably hear me okay, but it's definitely a challenge for our listeners and viewers in terms of definitely hearing what you saw. So we may have to reschedule you, sir. Hope you only do understand that, and of course, we ask for forgiveness, and we could probably have this conversation another time. So I will continue in studio with Miss McDonald in terms of the conversation this morning. So, of course, Mr. Best, have yourself a great day, sir, and we'll do this the next time. Once again, Mr. McDonald, welcome back. And sorry we couldn't continue with Mr. Best this morning due to the connection issue that we are experiencing, and it's really not proper to continue on that level with him this morning due to the connection that we're having. Now, let's talk about legacy programs, to say, of the next gen. When you speak of legacy programs, talk to me in relation to that.
Legacy programs in terms of?
Well, various political organizations have way in terms of how they deal with young people. Mm-hmm. In terms of what they may offer them and so forth. Some may see it as a legacy that always continues, or to come. Tell me the legacy of the movement in terms of what it thinks for young people.
Okay, so I'm thinking one of those programs that we do have is based on getting back Grenada to what it used to be before in terms of community togetherness.
Yeah.
So, back in time where we used to be able to do a sense of barter. Yeah. Where
you sure you want to go back there?
Of course I want to go back there. It's a time that I enjoy as a young woman coming up. Where we would look out for each other.
Yeah.
In a sense of, if you have something at your backyard, whether it be breadfruit, whether it be fruits, whatever it is.
But when folks may say with the level of division that we have in this country today, it may be of a bit of a challenge getting folks who want to, do things in that manner. per se, no longer, Miss this and Mr. that want to associate with that because of, various political reasons.
We understand that, and I think the approach to it, if it's an ongoing issue.
Yeah.
And we as a generation has to find a way to go around these types of issues. We cannot continue living in communities where we don't have people looking out for each other.
All right.
So in the sense of taking care of our elderly folks, creating literacy programs,
yes,
whereas people could volunteer to do various campaigns, whether it surrounds cleaning up the environment, fun days, giving back. These are the types of programs that we, the Next Gen, is endorsing and getting.
You spoke about literacy programs, and that's important, especially when it comes to young people who may not have had that opportunity to go through or further their education for various reasons.
Right.
Individuals dropping out of school and so forth. So their literacy level it seems to be not on par with for various reasons, which could lead to their being unemployed or even underemployed.
Right.
Now, the movement per se, when it comes to the literacy program, talk to me with relation to that, especially when it comes to Next Gen. How they're planning, what's their approach that they're having? They will be having towards that.
Okay, so the approach that we are looking at for a literacy program, it breaks down to having the community centers in use.
Yeah.
So if you can run afternoon programs where you allow children from certain age group to come in to learn maths, whatever area that they're struggling in, do creative work, art, because everyone is not academically
inclined. Yes.
Right.
Yes,
so we have to ensure that we have diversity when offering those programs. One of my favorite things would be for the constitutional rights to be taught to our generation, because it allows us to make more sound decisions, more conscious decision when we have to vote, when things like the referendum, if another referendum is to arise, we should have full knowledge and intelligence to know which bills we can vote for, what we need to vote against, because these are the things that govern, it serves, and it protects us.
Mr. Bessart was trying to, of course, start that conversation when we, of course, on the next question I'm going to ask, when we got disconnected. Talk to me about the policies of the Next Gen within the movement.
So some of the policies, I think this question it should be based for Mr. David.
I know,
yes.
I understand. But let's see how you can gravitate towards that.
Policies for the Next Gen. I know
to build togetherness is typically one of the aspects that of course, Mr. David will always speak about.
Right.
Togetherness and the inclusiveness as a word that he ponders upon a whole lot. That level of inclusion where everybody comes together.
Right.
You understand? I guess that's where the policies comes along in that particular direction also.
So putting away the sense of tribalism.
Yes.
And I know people like Marcus Garvey and these people have already fought so hard over the years to get us from a state of division.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say
it's also a part of creating that space for the next generation, and for to make their contribution also, because as younger people always have a tendency to feel that we are left out of major decision making because of the fact that we are young.
Yes,
you understand, and it's probably one of the reasons why we see a lot of the of younger people seems to falling apart on the wayside because of the mere fact we are not included. As the movement plan to have young people, part of the conversation always?
Of course. We do create dialogues. We have roundtable chats within various groups, whether it be virtually, whether it be through a sense of coming together. We love and encourage young people to share their ideas, because we are the ones who will be charged with the responsibility for taking care of Grenada, creating a safe environment, a stable sense of the nation to thrive in. So it is quite important. I think the dynamics of the Next Gen is truly to empower, to create a voice, to allow those that have been in the shadow to come to the forefront and start creating an impactful change.
You know, creating a roof is something that is definitely important.
Yes.
You know, that in terms of stability and so forth. Mm-hmm. And in order to get cooperation and even collaboration, it needs to be rooted. How does the movement plan on starting that, especially with getting the next gen involved?
Well, some tough questions.
It's a tough question for you this morning. All right, I'll give you some time to ponder upon it. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll grab into and get into a wrap-up segment when we come back.
No
All right,
problem.
stay with us. It's To The Point, Classic Radio, GBN TV. We take a break. We'll be right back. Don't touch it out.
All around the world.
Grenada Get Ready. GBN, the Ministry of Education, and the Division of Culture proudly present Christmas Harmony 1.0, the inaugural primary school carol singing competition. Join us on Friday, December the 5th at 1 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Magical voices, festive spirit, and exciting competition await. Tickets, adults $10. Children 5. Christmas Harmony 1.0. No better place to be. Be there.
Soraya, I had a big news. What news? Girl, the news. No, I don't hear no news. Girl, our school participating in the GBN carol singing competition. For real? For real, for real. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Me too. He gave me beauty for ashes. Turn my life around. He broke my chains and now I dance on solid ground. For all he's done to save me, I will raise my voice. I've got Jesus, so I've got joy.
St. George's Seventh-day Adventist Primary School will be participating in the GBN Carol Singing Competition. Come on out and be a part as we support our boys and girls.
Grenada, get ready! GBN and the Ministry of Education presents Christmas Harmony 1.0, the inaugural primary school choir singing competition, December 5th, 1 p.m. The Grenada Trade Center. 15 schools, magical voices, and fierce competition. Cheer for your favorites in categories like Overall Champion, Most Creative, Best Solo, and Best Group. Entrance, adults $10, children $5. Don't miss the holiday magic. Christmas Harmony 1.0, where Grenada's brightest and youngest voices shine. Be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, November 22nd, from 7 p.m. is the semi-finals of the 15th edition of the Wagiti Carib Super Knockout Football Tournament. Come witness the clash of the Titans. Game 1, Caribbean National St. John Sports versus the defending champions, Paradise FC International. And in Game 2, Hurricanes SC versus FC Camahorn. Who will make it to the grand final? All games are at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Then after the games, we welcome from Jamaica, Amani. Amani. And from Grenada, Dash, Khalifa, Water Daddies, Booba, and the Octane Band. Admission $50 main stand, $40 bleachers. The 15th annual Wagiti Carib Super Knockout is on. Don't miss a game.
Hey, welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point, Classic Radio GBN TV. Of course, Mr. McDonald is still in studio with me this morning. We're going to have an early wrap for today's edition of the program. Anything you want to say before we take a wrap this morning, Mr. McDonald?
I would just like to say thank you to those that are tuning in. We do apologize for
that little technical
Mr.
issue.
Best not being able to speak.
He was going to be our co-presenter this morning, you know.
We will be back on Friday again. I will be here. I am encouraging questions. I'm also encouraging young men and women within the length and breadth of Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique to come on out and join our dynamic team. When you do see my face within your constituency, come on out and have a conversation. I'm here to hear your views, your thoughts, what you would like to see being improved in your community. It doesn't always have to be through the movement. If it is through our current government, we welcome it. So again, thank you to the members and staff of GBN and Grenada on a whole.
All right, Ms. McDonald, I want to thank you. I said Ms. Best, I almost said Mr. Best. I think it's Mr. Andy Best still on my mind. I want to thank you once again for coming on the program. Of course, we're going to do this again next week. Most likely, of course, Mr. Best, hopefully you'll be in studio. And of course, we could have that conversation the way we would like to have it. All right?
Sure.
So have a good day. What's left of it?
Yeah.
All right. I said have a good day. What's left of it?
God's grace.
With God's grace. All right. Hey, folks, we're going to have an early wrap for today's edition of To The Point. Join me again next week for another edition of To The Point. Have a good one, folks. That's where we say goodbye for today.